Yes, so hello guys, welcome back to another edition of Sports Updates Ghana. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and coming up in this edition, former Australian player that is Tim Cahill has urged Ghana not to seek revenge as they come up against Uruguay in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. We're telling you why he is saying that. But well, former Kotoko player that is Joe Debra says that Samoa Gyan must be included in Ghana's squad for the World Cup. But Ghana's assistant coach, that is George Watson, has revealed that the Black Stars squad for the World Cup will not be a walk in the park for players who have even switched nationalities to play for the Black Stars, or talk about players who have even made more than 50 appearances for the Black Stars. According to him, it's going to be a competitive one for either players who wants to be in the squad for the World Cup. Well, I have all this and more coming up in this episode of Sports Updates Ghana. Please do subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So quickly, let's get into the stories now. And former Australian player that is Tim Cahill has urged Ghana not to approach their game against Uruguay in the 2022 FIFA World Cup as a match they will be seeking a revenge. And Ghana failed to reach the semi-final of the 2010 World Cup after Luis Suarez broke the heart of many Ghanaians when he stopped Ghana's goal-bound header from Dominic Adia from entering the net. Ghana was awarded a penalty, and Samoa Gyan hit the penalty post, the goal post, and finally Ghana went on to the penalty shootout and failed to beat Uruguay, and Uruguay went ahead to proceed to the semi-final of the World Cup. Well, about 10 years after the incident, the Black Stars have been picked in the same group with Uruguay in the 2022 FIFA World Cup. As the months and days approaches for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Tim Cahill has revealed that, well, it will be a bad idea for the Black Stars to go into the game against Uruguay seeking revenge. Speaking to the media in Qatar during a tour over there, he said, "To look at avenging, it is probably not the right way. Try to hit a benchmark through consistency, but what you are asking for a country to go that far is putting pressure on players that they don't need." So he's saying that, well, if Ghana wants a revenge, it's going to put pressure on the players, and that is what players do know how to go through in making sure that they get the best result in a particular match. So basically he's saying that Ghana should do away up on getting a revenge, but rather let the players to focus on the match and psych themselves for the match. But away from that, let's do another story. And former Kotoko player that is Joe Debra has called for Samoa Gyan's inclusion in the Black Stars for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Samoa Gyan, who last played for the Black Stars at the 2019 AFCON, expressed his desire in an interview with the BBC that he wants to play for the Black Stars once again at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. It will be Samoa Gyan's fourth World Cup in history if he's able to join the Black Stars this time around for the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Speaking in an interview, this was what Joe Debra had to say to defend Samoa Gyan's call-up in the Black Stars.
Samoa Gyan, baka.
Start physical so cool.
Me mum dear Samoa Gyan okobia enka be me de e che say about the same Roger Miller. And Samoa Gyan no the influence ni din no kura ekuta no kura no e ya sem, but Ghana ha no ya ne yamfa ne be serious. Asempa na meka me say me obi a me ye coach Samoa Gyan, he has to beat the team. But Ghana ha no enam so aye yo na ye go see dia no ogun so Samoa Gyan kondo owram kura na hwe e ma example bi Ronaldo, Brazil Ronaldo. Also be job one. No, I can say.
Yeah.
When we wake up 2002. 2002. Also
Japan, Korea.
Oh baby. Very good. Also why can say, but still
yeah.
Because on the performance crano, you who know obi besro.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronaldo na me got assemble to me. Samoa Gyan, why you never be brave. Let me mum dear say but you phone na minimum adwene dear but me minimum say idea Samoa Gyan say me na come choose one Samoa Gyan be first person.
So that is Joe Debra over there. I know a number of you guys will say that, oh, Asamoah Gyan is old and, well, he doesn't look right in shape. But Joe Debra says that at such an age, well, Roger Miller was able to play for Cameroon at the World Cup, and also with Ronaldo, who plays for Brazil. He went to the World Cup with such a physique and was able to score goals at the World Cup. So what are you guys talking about, Asamoah Gyan, and the fact that he will not be able to play at the World Cup? Well, that will be in the hands of the Black Stars technical team to decide, and that is why our next story is going to focus on Black Stars assistant coach, that is George Boateng, who has revealed that, well, players who are going to be fighting for the 2022 FIFA World Cup would have to make sure that they earn a place in the World Cup squad, not just because of their name, not just because you are called Jordan Ayew, Dede Ayew, Asamoah Gyan, you'll be in the squad. No, George Boateng says that the players would have to fight for a place in the team. According to him, even the players who recently switched nationalities to play for the Black Stars, well, for them, it doesn't even guarantee them a place in the Black Stars squad for the World Cup. According to him, the players would have to fight for a place. In an interview with Joyce Post, this was what George Boateng had to say. He said, the criteria is that everybody is fighting for a place, whether you switch nationality now or whether you have made 20 appearances for Ghana. It does not matter. Every time you have to prove yourself, and that is what Ghana's assistant coach George Boateng had to say. George Boateng was formerly the under-23 coach for Aston Villa, but now he has resigned from his post to focus entirely on the Black Stars. And, well, from what he's saying, it appears that the technical team of the Black Stars are working hard to ensure that they take the right players to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. But before that, we would have to see what the Black Stars players will be able to prove in their game against Nicaragua and Brazil in the coming days. Well, that's all I have for you in this episode of Sports Updates Ghana. I hope you enjoyed and like it. Please do subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.